Hey, Boo Kittens, it's me, Keisha, and I am here with my thoughts on part two of Carlos King interview with Mariah Huq. So, in part two, she discussed her feelings on Jackie always being mean to her. She said literally since season one, Jackie has always been mean to her. When she had an event at her home, she said Jackie didn't even speak to her. She said that it always kind of came across like Jackie kind of like looked down on her or something like that. She was like, it was always weird. And she was like, she always revered Jackie and all of those things and looked up to her. And she pointed out how Jackie at one point said, well, I didn't ask that of you. You put me in that place of, I guess, being an idol or whatever. And I mean, anybody who has watched since season one has known that Jackie is very nice, nasty. Not even nice, nasty. She's just nasty. Like, she takes issue with people weight and calls it out, and she says a lot of problematic things, and she does have a superiority complex that plays out on the show. She also talks about Jackie comments about black women almost crying wolf during their pregnancies and during labor, and she was like, why was that even on Heavenly's channel to begin with? Because she made that statement on Heavenly's channel, basically inquiring why did Heavenly leave that up on her channel. She was like, you got to watch that Heavenly. And if you go back and pay attention, all of the messy stuff pretty much surrounding Jackie always stems back to Heavenly. Heavenly was the one seasons back when they went on their couples trip that brought up the infidelity again. Nobody else has ever brought up that infidelity except for Heavenly, your so-called bestie. Okay. And I don't understand how they never thought that that comment was problematic. I would have known to cut that part out immediately. I know that it was probably doing a live, but after that live, I would have went back into the YouTube studio and deleted that part of it. She said that Jackie needs to step back and look at the way that she speaks and treats people. And anybody with two eyes and a brain can see that. Like, Jackie is a very condescending person, and like I said, she has a superiority complex. She looks down on people. She's a very judgmental person, and she can dish it, but she cannot take it. She's one of those people that feels like she's above the fray. Like, how dare you comment on my life? But she can make her little slick comments and little jokes and stuff like that about other people's situation. But how dare you bring up Big Country and his infidelity? And I honestly feel like it ain't stopped. I don't see any love, affection, emotion between those two. I think that is a marriage of convenience. And this whole Dominican Republic thing, like, why is he over there in the Dominican Republic? What are he over there doing? What is he over there doing? And then note that on the season finale episode this season, they had a gala. And she comes with two young guys that she's calling her sons. Curtis wasn't there with a child. It's mighty funny that he was around though for the cast trip, but he wasn't around for nothing else. But okay. And Mariah also goes on to say that Jackie needs to show her marriage, and I agree. Like, Jackie don't show nothing about her marriage. The last thing that we discussed about her and Big Country was when they were trying to figure out if they were going to move in a condo or stay in the home and renovate it. And he got his way once again, and she had to settle. Somebody pointed this out in the comment section. I don't know if it was under my video or if I read this on YouTube. I mean on Twitter, but somebody said that Jackie constantly loses when it comes to Curtis. Like, Curtis always gets what he wants. Curtis got to cheat on her. Curtis got the house that he wanted. When she wanted to move in the condo, he didn't want to do that. When she wanted to try to have a kid years back, he didn't want to do it. And she had to settle for all of these things. And I think that obviously she still harbors that, because she brought it up on this past week's episode about how she's in the hot seat when she got to be around patients that are having children that she can't have. You could have had it. You chose not to. You chose to go along with your husband. You denied yourself of something that you always wanted. Point blank and the period. And you still could have a child today if you wanted to. You choose not to. Mariah goes on to say that she doesn't talk to anybody anymore on the show. She says that Heavenly is shutting Sweet Tea out and not giving her a chance. And I agree. She's bullying her because she's an easy target. She's younger than her. It's fresh meat. This is Heavenly. She's like a shark in water that tastes blood. But I think Sweet Tea gives her a run for her money because she the type that will literally fight you. Like these other girls ain't gonna fight you. I can see Sweet Tea taking off on you. And somebody need to, because you too old to be so messy and devilishly. Okay? That needs to be her name. Devilishly, not Heavenly. And she says that she still does have receipts on Damon. She said, but she's not that type of girl that'll, ever bring that out. Now, I don't know if she was telling the truth or not, but do I personally think that Damon has ever stepped out on Heavenly? He might have did a little something. I don't really see it being as serious something as what Big Country did, but he probably did something back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because Heavenly get on your nerves. Like, I'd cheat on Heavenly if I was married to her. Like, don't nobody want to be dealing with that. And then that witchy voice, like, girl, no. She says that she doesn't understand why Phaedra is on the show. After this lackluster season, I fully agree, because it's one thing if she would have came on the show and was really in a serious relationship where this is headed towards marriage and all that. This lady literally came on the show. We never got to see no man. Ever. She won't talk about what happened with Candy. She refused. We saw little bits and pieces of her and her sons, but it was really fluff. We didn't learn anything new about Phaedra with her being back on the show. She treaded lightly, trying to stay out of the drama because she didn't want the viewers to say that she's continuously being messy after everything that happened with Candy. So when Heavenly said on her live with Carlos this past week that, or I think it was last week, that at the reunion, she said that Phaedra went in on her. She said that Phaedra went in on her so bad that she couldn't even say nothing back. And it was giving me very much Phaedra know that she had to step it up at the reunion because she had such a piss poor season. But just like Quad ain't married to Medicine, Phaedra ain't married to Medicine, so why are you there? That Reiki crap, girl, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. It was obvious that she used whatever man she was dating at the time as a gopher to get herself on this show. I know a lot of people keep on saying, well, now that Candy is gone, will Phaedra return to Atlanta? No, she will not be returning to Atlanta. It's not happening. She's already on Married to Medicine. They're going to keep her on Married to Medicine. And let's not forget that Candy is just taking a break. The door is still open for her to return. And I don't really see Candy returning for real. I think she has so much other stuff going on that there's really no need for her to come back financially or anything. Like, there's really no need. But if she did come back, I could see her taking off a year or two and then coming back. But Bravo wants to keep their relationship with her, so they're not going to bring Phaedra back in that capacity on Atlanta. But with the performance that she gave this season, I don't understand why she's on the show either. It was like she tricked us, you know what I'm saying? And Phaedra is one tricky chick, okay? Carlos even says that he feels like the girls let Phaedra slide with not having no boyfriend that was a doctor, not showing Apollo, won't speak on Candy. And I feel like having Apollo on the show really would have helped her storyline. We want to see how things are now between you and him. Now that he's out of prison, he's in a whole nother relationship and all of those things. We would like to see how the dynamic is with you and him, you and his new wife, you and him and the boys. Like, we need that type of context, love. And if you're not going to be willing to give us that, then why are you here once again? Mariah says that she's ready to return to television. And this time she's not going to be so sweet. She was like, you going to get it this season. I mean, this time around. And She talks about the talk show that she's shopping right now, that she has offers for, and I pray that comes through for her. But her and Carlos also talked about co-creating a show together, and she was like, Love and Medicine. And he was like, ooh, Love and Medicine Atlanta. She was like, come on with the franchise. And she was like, and I got some girls for you. I got some girls for you. And I think that would be genius, because if they do a Love and Medicine with Mariah, it's going to blow Married to Medicine out of the park. It really honestly would. And I think that's a genius idea. A genius idea for them to do a Love and Medicine. That would be fantastic. Okay. And I hope that they do it. And I hope it's something that we can get on television next year. I'm here for it. I want all the smoke. We need Mariah back on television. She was done so unfairly, and she deserves her flowers and her comeback. Okay. Overall, I think it was a great 2-part interview. I really enjoyed it a lot. It was good to see her. I loved her studio that she has. Please support if you're in that area. And y'all let me know what y'all thought about part 2 of the interview. Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button, you guys. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.